Hey, folks, how's everyone doing?
Do I have my mask?
Chairman, I have you and Chairwoman Cornell. We're having some difficulty. We got IT here and we're just making sure the streaming is going on and I could hear the dais. So,
Yeah.
all right, thanks.
All right, thanks.
Thank you, though.
I think I can hear the dais.
Yes, come again.
Alana, can you give me a test? Legislator Weeder, can you give me a test?
Just make sure the microphones are on too.
I need a sound check from the dais. They can't hear us.
This is all the right.
Yeah, this should be fine. Nothing changed, right? This was just unplugged. I know this was plugged into something new.
Is it this one?
I have you guys now. I can hear you guys now.
And if that doesn't work, I'll try the other one.
Legislator Weeder, can you give a sound check?
All those.
Yes, we got it.
All right, good. Are we ready to get started, Pat?
If Chairman, Co-Chair Grant and yourself are ready, I'm ready on my end.
Yep, we're ready. Michael, you ready? And just a reminder, if everyone in the chambers, just make sure to use your microphones so you can be heard. Michael, you ready? All right, folks, minutes, and then when Michael's ready, we'll get started.
Bill. I didn't do it. Yes.
Those I said to you. You know who? Oh my gosh.
All right, are we ready to go here, folks?
Okay.
Right, I don't know if anyone is hearing me in the chambers. I just want to see if we're ready to go or not.
Legislator Cornell,
Yes, Cornell is here.
Legislator Cornell,
Yes, here, present.
Legislator Cornell,
All right, guys, let's stop this for 1 second. If we're ready to start the meeting, then I can call the meeting to order. Harry Cornell is here. She is attending. I don't know if you guys are hearing us, though.
I hear you, Alden.
No, Harry can hear. I'm talking about the chambers. So if you guys in the chambers are ready to get started, then I can call the meeting to order and then we can get started with roll call. Yeah, Harriet, I don't know if they can hear us because I hear nothing coming from the chambers.
No, I hear nothing from the chambers either.
Pat, can you hear me?
Legislator Cornell,
Yes, Legislator Cornell is on the call. She is here.
thank you. Paul?
There.
Fred. Here.
Legislator Wolf,
I'm here. And folks, I really don't hear what's happening in the chambers. You have to use your microphones. Michael, did you call the meeting to order?
Yes.
Okay. Folks, I'm sorry. I don't think public who are streaming can hear what's going on in the chambers right now. I hear it very low, a little bit here and there.
Harry's connection is also breaking up very low.
Co-Chair Wolf, can you hear me?
Alden?
Harry,
Okay, thank you. Same thing.
Testing, can the people remote out there in the world hear us?
I
Yep.
can hear you very well.
Okay.
We can hear you.
Alden?
Well,
Yep, I can hear you.
okay. Thank you very much. I think we've resolved our Chair, Co-Chair Wolf, do you think it's necessary for us to redo the roll?
No, I think as long as clerk is satisfied, then we're good. I can hear you
Okay.
guys.
Just a couple comments before we start. This meeting, as all of our special committee meetings, is being attended to by a stenographer and is being taken verbatim for the record. People should be aware of that. I also want to mention that we are operating under the governor's emergency executive order, number 1.9. Okay. And I'm gonna take this opportunity to have council explain it once again. Thank you.
Okay, under the current governor's executive order, we are allowed to have legislators participating remotely for any reason. If there is a legislator participating remotely, then the meeting must be streamed. And just as legislators participating remotely are treated the same as the legislators sitting in the room, the public who is viewing remotely must be treated the same as the public who is sitting in the room. Therefore, since we do not have the wherewithal at this moment to have members of the remote public submitting comments or speaking, what we have done since the beginning of COVID, since we've been streaming meetings, is that any public comments, either for a public hearing or just for any meeting at all, they are to be submitted electronically by email. They are normally submitted to Leg Clerk. For public hearings, they are submitted to D. Greenberg or Greenberg Z, I forget. But for the reality, for the extension, for the duration of the emergency order, as long as a legislator is participating remotely, members of the public who are in the room are not permitted to speak. Members of the public are permitted to submit public comment by email, in person, by mail, and they are all distributed to all legislators.
Thank you, council. And we understand that this is difficult for people to grasp and accept, as it is for us. We regret that this is the only way that we could do it, but we are going to comply with the law and give everyone an equal opportunity to participate. I'm going to turn this over to Co-Chair Wolf for some comments. Alden?
Okay, thank you, Michael. So the agenda item tonight was for consideration of, hang on one second, I'm pulling it up. It's referral 6713. It's consideration of essentially the local law that would implement the redistricting plan. Our consultant has been hard at work over the last month or so, taking input from the various public sessions that we've had, input from those in the community who have chosen to share their views and sent in their comments and their thoughts and their proposals. Taken input from the members of the legislature who chose to share insight about their own particular district and the needs of the folks who live in those communities. And there's been some drafts that have been generated. Uh, we had laid on the desk today a draft map along with the legally required backup information, the data, so to speak. We had very recently received some feedback from the minority through Mr. Hofstein, who is the minority leader, and we felt that, well, I should say that uh, the leadership of the legislature felt that there was the public would be better served by there being an opportunity for there to be some further discussions before we voted on a map tonight. Our goal from the very beginning has been for this to be a transparent, bipartisan process. I think that we've lived up to that commitment to this point. So what uh, Mr. Grant and I, and along with Chairman Hood, decided to do was to hold off on the vote tonight. What we will be doing is passing a resolution tonight, essentially setting a date for a public hearing. It's a legally required step so that next week we can set a new date for a public hearing on a map that will, the next committee cycle likely, come out of this special committee and be voted on, considered to be public hearing comments and voted on a full legislature. So in essence, the members of the minority have looking for some further discussion. We think that a discussion is in the public interest. And so we've agreed that we're not going to be voting tonight on this. So therefore, the public hearings that are presently scheduled for next week will not happen. We're going to be rescheduling them. A date will formally be set at the next legislature meeting. I think, again, from the very beginning, this has been a process that we are confident in, that meets all of the legal requirements, that allows for public input, discourse, and also, good faith conversations between the members of the majority and the members of the minority. The last redistricting plan was adopted overwhelmingly in bipartisan fashion, and I remain hopeful that this exercise will turn out the same way. So with that, Michael, do you have any other thoughts you want to share?
Yeah, yes. Additionally, I think it's important to note that there has been a recent flurry of interest from the public regarding the redistricting process. I think that's a product of the extensive outreach that our media team has done here. My understanding is that at least in one instance, the outreach that went to elected officials in the towns and villages and state offices throughout the county has led to have his supporters advocate for specific positions and communities of interest. And I think that's good for us to have. Certainly, as the different communities of interest from different corners of the county are heard from, certainly sometimes those will become competing interests because the map has to shift in multiple directions to even consider some of these ideas. So I think the outreach has been good. I've seen some recent news stories as well I'm very, very happy and confident that we've met that obligation to the public in terms of keeping them abreast of the process and how to reach us for their suggestions. And certainly we've taken a lot of those suggestions under consideration. I was hopeful to hear from the minority representatives on where they are in the process, what they hope to contribute going forward.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman. We are happy that a vote is not taking place this evening. I think it's in everyone's best interest. And I look forward to meeting along with other members of the minority, with the members of the majority to try to get a map forward to move forward.
Okay, thank you. Alden, I think we do, it would be considered an addendum to tonight's agenda to adopt the resolution. Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Okay. Resolution of 2022, setting a date for a public hearing with respect to a local law amending the Rockland County Code, Chapter 5, Local Law Number 7 of 1985, is amended by Local Law Number 15 of 1997, Local Law Number 3 of 2002, Local Law Number 1 of 2011, and Chapter 101, Local Law Number 1 of 1985, for the purposes of adopting a redistricting plan in compliance with the 2020 census with new district lines to take effect January 1st, 2024. Take a motion from Chairman Hood, a second from a motion from Co-Chairman Wolf, a second from Mr. Hofstein. On the vote. No questions. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Carries unanimously. So the next full legislature meeting, we'll be taking that up. Council?
Just to be cleaner, I don't know the resolution number in front of me, but let's rescind the resolution that set the dates for the public hearing for next week, for the 7th and the 8th.
Okay, I'll take a motion to rescind the resolutions for the public hearings for the 7th and the 8th of next week. Moved by Mr. Hofstein, seconded by Mr. Wolf. On the question, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Do you want me to do this one now? that it's
No,
been
that's
rescinded?
fine. And so
Okay.
so we're canceling the meeting on the 8th and we're going to have the regular full leg on the 7th.
Yes, we will. Okay. Is there anything else for the good of the cause?
I think that's it. Thank you, Michael.
Okay. Just for legislators, Robin and the staff have been very diligent in updating our folders for us so that we have all the information that's been provided to us. The comments that have been coming in from the public, I believe, appear in your folder in reverse chronological order. So the most recent first and the oldest are last. So you should have those available for your continued perusal. Anything else? Hearing none, I'll take a motion to adjourn from Mr. Foley, seconded by Mr. Soskin. On the question, all in favor, say aye. Opposed? Carries unanimously. Thank you.
I don't think Mr. Foley's on the committee. He's been present.
Oh, I'm saying, you're here all the time, James.
No, he might as well be a member. Just for
Oh, then you know what? I've made several mistakes tonight. Why don't you close out the meeting?
just keeping it real. All right, motion to adjourn, moved by Mr. Grant. I'll second it. I know we're on the committee. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We're adjourned. Thank you very much.
Thank you all then. Thank you, everyone.
Michael, there's an 11 by 17
So
map.
the 7th.
Folks, we have environmental at 5:45.
No, that was canceled.
It was.
Safety at 6.
I'm sorry, public safety at 6. Gotcha. Thank you.
Environmental was canceled.
Thank you.
Yeah, public safety, only at 1:40.